Hello YouTube friends, it's Dale from whatever the weather may be. I thought I'd do a quick video. I haven't done one in a month. This can be the end of August, beginning of September video. There's not a whole lot to show anymore. As you can see here, the garden is pretty much out except for my volunteer sunflowers, which I'm going to leave in the winter time for the birds. They've already been eating in there, but I'm not going to take them out. They can have that. So I just pulled the last of my carrots. I have already froze probably about 10 pounds of carrots and I have more, which is fine. I mean, you can put them in the freezer, use them for stews or soup, or eat them fresh. We have several bags of the small ones in the fridge and we just munch on them as a snack, and they're just so sweet. Still have a little bit of chard here that I replanted, and kale, but this is the extent of my kale. This is the only kale I've had this year, and it's so piddly and it's so eaten up with bugs. I think I'll just pull it out. But this is the second crop of Swiss chard, so I'll be cutting that back and then pulling that out. Otherwise, everything else is pretty bare. So I'll just go around here. This was where the strawberries were, but I got one strawberry. They're very old plants they used to be way over there, and I just moved them, but next year I'll get new ones. For now, I'm going to be planting my garlic in this bed for the winter. In another few weeks I'll be planting garlic in there, so that will be made useful. Things are starting to look really finished, except these Gloriosa daisies. They're just glorious, really. They just keep on giving color. And my arch has been very, very pretty. There's a few morning glories still on it, but mostly they're dying back now. It's been getting pretty cool at night. We've had a couple of nights around 4 or 5 Celsius, which is 40-ish Fahrenheit. So we've had some cool nights. Not frost yet, but cool enough. This little garden is semi-cleaned up, ready for winter. Just spotted 2 bumblebees here in the... Look at them. They're having a wonderful time. There's not much left for them to find food at this time of year, but it's nice to see them still out. This is savory that they're using, Sorry, don't like me taking a picture of you? Okay. I'm happy to see that they're still here. So I'll just walk around. The sedum is coming into its own. Isn't it pretty? Nothing like sedum in fall. Oh, there's another bumblebee. Look at that. I love my bumbles. There's still quite a few pollinators. Garden looks so bare. This is where my tomatoes were. I pulled them quite a while ago. Oh, look at here. I have some raspberries. I must pick them and eat them. I have cut the ones at the end down already. These raspberries really have not produced yet. They were newly planted late last year, so I didn't expect to have much. So here you can see the other side of the garden, and all that's left is a tree and big sunflowers and these patty pan squash. I just picked some from the other plant, but I don't see any in here. No. A few cucumbers there that I pulled out the cucumber vine. And these are just squash in here, and I've just picked them. I'll show you. Look at this garden. Hasn't it turned out nice? I mean, it's got a lot of weeds in it right now because I haven't had time to clean it up, but this and that is all new. This wasn't here. I have, if you look back at my previous videos from April and May, you'll see that this was all one big garden, and I cut it in half, and this half here is all flowers, perennials, and this is flowers, or will be. And then I have a path and a little seating area, and another little path here with some more flowers and things along here. This has just done really, really well. I'm very happy with it. I'm still moving some things. I just added that Delphinium. I moved it from a different area in the garden. And these are just about finished, but I don't know, there's still quite a few buds on them. These, of course, are zinnias. You can't get a better flower than that. And some more Gloriosa daisies. These ones are a little different. They're a brown one. I don't know where I got these seeds from. I thought they were all gold, but I guess not. And then this has just been hilarious. I'm going to stand back. Look at that. That's a cosmos. They're not supposed to be trees. But this grew and grew and grew. And finally, just in the last couple of days, they've been putting on some flowers, which is crazy. So I'm quite happy with that. Look at how big that is. Isn't that crazy? It's a tree. Some more zinnias here. And a lot more that are still in bud as well. This little Buddleia has really grown. I planted that this year, and I'm quite excited at how much it's grown. I'm just having to have a little think on how I'm going to get it to overwinter, because it is not of this zone. So I think I'll just mulch it maybe with about 6 inches of mulch over the roots and hope for the best, but it has been very, very pretty as well. And then here, look at, I've just picked these. These are, oh, flies flying around my face. These are these little patty pan squash, but I let them get a little bit bigger than most people would, because I use them for soup. They make a wonderful soup. They're a summer squash, much like a zucchini, but a little bit more firm than a zucchini. And the soup is delicious. What you do is you cut up about 3 cups of these, and you cook them in some chicken broth or vegetable broth, whichever you want. And when they're all cooked, you mash them all up or put them in a blender and blend it all up, sort of puree it. And to that you add applesauce, or if you have apples, you can cook up some apples and put them in, but you add applesauce. And I can't remember what else. And you mix that all together and bring that to a boil. And it is the best soup. It's like something that you would expect in a 5-star restaurant. It is lovely. So that's what I'm going to make of those. And then I have a lot of peppers still coming. These are sweet, but I have some hots. I have some Hungarian peppers, and I've been freezing those as well as zucchini. I've been grating up my zucchini and putting it in the freezer for muffins and chocolate zucchini cake and zucchini patties and all those wonderful kind of things. So that's the extent of the garden. There's still lots of pretty, not much vegetables left in the garden, but still lots of flowers to look at and enjoy. And food for the bees, if they happen around. I hope everybody's keeping well, staying safe, doing what you have to do to stay away from the coronavirus. There's another cosmos, which also hasn't any blooms on it. It's been a very funny year for gardens this year. Things have grown differently. Colors have been very vibrant. I've noticed on all the flowers have been so vibrant. So from me to you, have yourself a good day, and I'll talk to you real soon. Not from the garden, probably from inside the studio. I've been doing some things in there too that I'd like to share with you. So take care, everyone. I'll talk to you real soon. Bye for now.